Have you ever caught yourself replaying a conversation from days ago? Thinking about what you should have said, what they might be thinking now, and what it means that they didn't text back. That's overthinking. It's like your mind can't stop chewing on the same thought, hoping to finally taste clarity. But the more you chew, the more bitter it gets. Today, let's slow it down. Let's understand why you overthink, and more importantly, how to stop. Overthinking isn't random. It's a habit built on fear. When something confuses or hurts you, your brain goes into detective mode. It starts searching for patterns, clues, and explanations. It believes that if it can understand everything, you won't get hurt again. Psychologists call this cognitive reassurance seeking. Basically, your brain begging for a sense of safety. But here's the twist. Your brain doesn't realize that thinking more isn't always solving more. It's like pacing in a room, hoping movement will open a locked door. You're moving, yes, but not forward. Overthinking gives the illusion of control. You replay moments because you want to rewrite them. You imagine scenarios because you want to predict them. You question your choices because you want to guarantee the right outcome. But life doesn't bend to certainty, it bends to acceptance. As the philosopher Epictetus said, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. You can spend hours imagining a disaster that never comes, or seconds accepting that some things will unfold whether you worry or not. One burns time, the other builds peace. When you overthink, you're not just analyzing thoughts. You're reactivating emotions. That argument you keep replaying, your body feels it again. Your heart rate rises. Your stomach tightens. You're not just remembering pain. You're reliving it. That's why overthinking feels exhausting. It's like your brain is stuck in a time loop, and your emotions are dragged through every replay. To stop overthinking, you don't need to silence your mind. You need to teach it to stop looping. The moment you notice you're spiraling, pause. Say to yourself, I'm thinking about my thoughts. That simple phrase puts space between you and the noise. It turns your mind from participant to observer. You're no longer inside the storm. You're watching it pass by. Meditation, journaling, or even voice noting yourself helps. Not because it stops thoughts, but because it helps you see them clearly enough to let them go. Let's make this practical. Here are a few gentle steps. Step 1, name the fear. Ask, what am I actually afraid will happen? Overthinking hides behind confusion, but it's usually fear in disguise. Step 2, set a time limit. Tell yourself, I'll think about this for 10 minutes. When time's up, move, breathe, or do something sensory like walking or showering. Movement resets the brain's focus loop. Step 3, choose action over analysis. If a thought is something you can act on, act. If not, release it. Action quiets uncertainty better than any amount of thinking. Step 4, practice self-compassion. You can't bully your brain into peace. You can only soothe it there. Philosophers and psychologists actually meet at the same truth. Freedom doesn't come from controlling life. It comes from surrendering to it. You can't stop the waves, but you can stop thrashing against them. Every thought doesn't need a conclusion. Every memory doesn't need a meaning. Sometimes it's enough to breathe and let the moment exist. Because the mind calms down when it finally trusts that it doesn't need to control everything to be okay. Overthinking is your mind trying to protect you. It just forgot that peace isn't something you figure out. It's something you feel when you finally stop chasing answers. So tonight, instead of asking, what if? Try whispering, even if. And let that be enough.